Mama taught me good lessons in life. Always be a good friend, be a good wife. It's never too late to follow your heart. If it's what you want, just go ahead and start. Sweet as a meadowlark sings, strong as a church bell rings. Her love is sweet, sweet and strong. Sweet as a meadowlark sings, strong as a church bell rings. Her love is sweet, sweet and strong. I've seen her make it through some very hard days. Troubles of life sometimes came her way. She never let it keep her down. Called her old friend and headed to town. Sweet as a meadowlark sings, strong as a church bell rings. Her love is sweet, sweet and strong. Sweet as a meadowlark sings, strong as a church bell rings. Her love is sweet, sweet and strong. Give to the world the best that you can, and the best will come back to you. Treat one another as you would like them to treat you. She was the wife of a rodeo man, spent more days and nights alone than she planned. She stayed faithful and true to him, whether he would lose or win. Sweet as a meadowlark sings, strong as a church bell rings. Her love is sweet, sweet and strong. Sweet as a meadowlark sings, strong as a church bell rings. Her love is sweet, sweet and strong. My mama, she's sweet, sweet as a meadowlark and strong, strong as a church bell rings. Sweet and strong. Yes, my mama, she's sweet, sweet as a meadowlark and strong, strong as a church bell ring. Sweet and strong, sweet and strong.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Ian, Be Charming, Pepper 101, Anthony, Cheryl. It's good to see y'all. Is there anyone else? Daniel, good to see you. I think that's everyone. Yes, Cheryl. When I set it up, I wasn't paying attention to the time, and But so when I looked at it and it said 9:30, I was like, well, wait a minute. Nope. So I went back and edited it and pulled it up. But y'all are here. I'm glad. Happy Good Friday. Hope y'all had a good day. We got a lot done here. Got the overhang over the front door done. I just knew my son-in-law was going to fall and break his neck, but he didn't, and it's done. Thank you, Anne. Yep, we're all here together. Okay. I'm going to share a video that isn't going to be real popular, but I'm going to counter it with a good one. George shared this earlier, and it just, I heard Vision mentioning this last night, and so I was kind of like, well, I guess it's possible. And it's because so many of us are in the same boat, and I just, we've been prepping. Hey, Mary, good to see you. Thank you. Just do a little more prepping, maybe. Extra can too of food, extra bag of beans, rice, the inexpensive things if you can get them. I know they're not too much is inexpensive these days, but Alpha Portal. Is that what that is? Is that portal? And yeah, I don't think we need any portals. I hope not. Okay, let me see if I can get this to pull up. I don't have very good service out here. My phone, I'm lucky if I show a bar on it, but I'm gonna try and do this because the second video is like Patriot. Okay. Gotcha. Alpha Patriot. That's a good name. Good title. The song I wanted to play is called Southern Way, and the artist is Louie, but there's not a cover for it. And that one really said what I wanted to say, but couldn't play it. All right, let's see if I can get this. Alpha Warrior Show. Okay. Either way, that's pretty cool. See if this is going to share. No, of course not. Hello, love. Good to see you. I'm going to drop the link in chat and y'all can check it out yourselves. Darn it. I better play the other one. That's a good question. Is he a Marine, Ann? Or a Ranger? Or don't start playing. Nope. Just give me the link. Stop playing. Just give me the link. I don't know. I just like to know what y'all feel about this. I did hear something about it, and then it was mentioned last night, and then this video was sent to me, and so I did hear part of it in a speech. I know a lot of people are on Medicare and Social Security, and it's about all of that. And that was why I was doing everything I could to get debt free and make sure that each of my children have what they need. Everything I'm doing out here is to get them through. I know Gma keeps talking about investing. I am clueless about that. So it's kind of hard to invest, which don't have to. My investment is on the property, making it sustainable for them. And if, because I sure don't know about college or any of that. By the time the little ones grow up, I don't know. But this other video, it has to share. So I'm going to try something else and see if I can get this to share. Hey, 420, good to see you. Because this one's a good for your spirit video. And we sure need that. I agree, Anthony. Hey, Grace, good to see you. Well, and Grace, I'm seeing colleges going to teaching with AI, schools going to teaching with AI. And it's like, I don't know. And thank you, Mary. Yeah, I posted that one on my community page. And it's a little long to share, but that link that I just gave, it talks about the education system. A lot of cuts are being made to things that people rely on, and it's concerning to me. I don't know if it's concerning to anyone else, but I think it is. I think that a lot of us, I don't know, I don't understand it. When I was told about taxes, okay, the gas tax that everybody pays, no matter who you are, if you drive anything that uses gasoline, you pay a tax on it. I was told that that money is what was used for Medicaid and SNAP benefits, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. So I think if each thing was actually going to what it was meant to be for, there would be no problem with money being there for it because it's paid into daily by the whole nation. So when they start talking about making cuts to the programs that these things are supposed to pay for, even the taxes that you pay in the grocery store, I think go towards that. So people are still buying groceries, I think. I don't know. It's just, okay, we need this video. Please let it come up. Lord. Maybe if I wait a minute and let it show up on screen. Yes, everything is taxed. You know, that's Texas. Texas said when they started the lottery is going to support the school system. So then why do we need the federal government giving us money for the school system if the lottery is supporting it? That's true, Anthony. Oh, I think it's going to work if it loads. If it loads. No, it's not. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, stop. No, don't play. Don't play. Try one more time. Come on, computer, work with me. It's not the computer, it's the internet, I know. Yeah, and the toll roads. Yep. And they sure have put a lot of toll roads around Austin. You even try to avoid Austin and you're going to hit a toll road. I don't know. That's my son-in-law and I were talking today, and I said, this isn't the way it was meant to be. Even if there has to be 500 of they need to be working a job and then go in twice a year like it was set up, do their thing, and go back home and work, be with their families. It's not a lifetime suck off the people of the land deal. Okay, I'll quit ranting and play this since it's going to share now.
And you feel stuck is not because of trauma, your mindset, or even a lack of discipline, but a part of your DNA that's been asleep your entire life. Most people spend years meditating, reading, healing, seeking, even biohacking, but they never feel the permanent breakthrough that they're seeking. And this is not because they're doing anything wrong. It's because the intron potential DNA does not activate through books or information. It activates through specific sound coded frequency, the original language that your cells were literally designed to respond and awaken to. The DNA that scientists used to call junk, it's not junk, it's potential intron DNA. And when you give it that DNA the right sound, light, and symbols, the remembrance occurs and you literally shift into your highest aligned timeline and version. And this is inevitable. Your intuition comes online, your physical body heals, you sense purpose because it's stored in your 4th to 6th stranded DNA. And this unlocks and you wake up in purpose, with purpose, on purpose. This is not more information. This is transformation from within your DNA. The cool thing is you're not only going to feel it inside of yourselves, you will know it. It's gnosis, direct cognition. And once you know, you cannot not know. You are who you've been looking for. And before I found the eternal life wisdom, I tried everything. Became a yoga teacher, a breathwork instructor. I pumped Kundalini 2 hours a day for 2 years. They were all helpful, but they didn't get me there. This wisdom found me. My searching ended because I knew I am who I am looking for. And the secret lies inside of the DNA. Congrats, you're already at source. And this has literally shifted me into my highest aligned spiritual destiny, no doubt about it. And in a free webinar, I'm going to be sharing with you these teachings called the Freedom Teachings and how to turn on your DNA. Comment webinar if you feel called to join, and I will send you a link. What if the
Okay, I'm going to copy this link and share it with y'all because I put in their webinar. Okay, go back. Take me back to StreamYard. Uh-oh. All right, do it this way. Stop sharing. Maybe that's why it's not working. Okay. That's what I want to talk about. What he was talking about. Because I truly believe that it's it's the third eye. It's what Max was talking about over at Watts. It's once you learn how to completely channel that, you're getting your life source. You're in the frequencies. There's things we can do for the energies, but the frequencies, we are not getting you can't get it on your phone. You can't get it through your computer. It's almost like it has to be live. And so it can be wind chimes, it can be whatever that musical instrument is that I have. It can be wooden flute. It can be, I think that we can create that frequency. I think it's 458. I'm not real sure. But there are ways to hear that frequency. And he is also the one that did the thing. It's not it's and that's, my mother swore by it. That's when she was stressed, I would hear her sitting there and she was such a calm person. She just, I mean, she'd get mad, but you couldn't tell she was mad. She didn't get like me. She didn't, she was soft-spoken. She was just, but she had the look. Y'all know the look. She had that look. All of my friends thought she hated them. Well, some of my kids too. She didn't hate anybody. She just had that look that you're being a dumbass look or something. I don't know. Okay, Anne. Well, yeah. Then she's a good one for you to watch because those are the things that keep us balanced. Those are the things that keep us grounded. Those are the things that are real life. That's real life where you're at. Things that you can change to better your life. And it has to be spiritual. I just know it has to be spiritual because anything that is gonna help your mind and body, it's got to be spiritual. But I thought that was the one where were they hugging trees? I was trying to get it to quit glitching and that may have been the wrong video, but oh well, it's still the same purpose. Our DNA, each person's DNA is their own individual DNA. No one has another one like it. That's why they use DNA to determine people. I have seen where twins kind of make it a little difficult for some reason, but hey, Indy, good to see you. Yeah, Ann, but your speaker system isn't gonna, there was one I was watching today, and he said it's impossible to get that frequency from a device that it's got to be around you. That, like the bells. We talk about the bells they took away, and well, that's because you could hear them. It was, you heard them live. And that's what I mean. Things that you can hear live. Yeah, be charming. Thank you, Indy. Appreciate it. Drop the link. Anybody wants to come up and talk? So that's what I've been thinking about. Okay, how can I get those sounds around me? And my uncle, he's a musician, and yes, kids laughing. That's a good one too. My little grandson, every time we hit a bump in the road, he just laughs. He loves it. And my granddaughter's like, we need to move closer to this road. It's really bumpy. And I'm like, but you don't know what it does to the car. So we do things to bounce him around, and he just laughs his head off. But anyway, where was I? My uncle is a musician. And so he can hear those tones. And he makes wind chimes that will play those tones. And so somewhere out there in my shed, there better be a set of wind chimes. Actually, there better be two of them, because I got my grandmother's also. And I don't know what the kids did with my mom's. I'm going to have to find out about that. I should have 3 set of wind chimes that he's made. 3 sets. But also this little, I can't remember what it's called. I keep thinking it's called a gremlin, but it's not a gremlin. But it has just those tones. And okay, thank you, hon. I can't get the link right now, but, and I don't even know if I could share it. Let me see if I can, you know what? I can do it on my phone and email it to me. I'll do that. Y'all noticed a lot of lines in the skies. I got some pictures sent to me from California. Okay. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, YouTube. Goodness. No volume. Yeah, that's, we've been noticing them too. I was talking to Chuck the other day, and he said it was pretty heavy over there, and the next day it was storming like crazy. Oh, this looks good. I hope I can share it. Darn it. Close that. Now let me go to, oops. Okay, I lost my chat. Hey, Jerry, good to see you. Pat, good to see you. Apple Dumpling, good to see you. Yeah. $16 Celsius. And we're fixing to get cold again. Well, what I call cold. Jerry, good to see you. Did you say chessboard? Is chessboard here? Did I miss chessboard? Chessboard, if you're here, good to see you. All right, let me see if I can. Where am I at? Go to the mail. The human, good to see you. I posted the link. Human, do you listen to sounds? Healing sounds? Just curious. I can't just call you that. George. All right, refresh. There it is. Okay. Pull it up. All right, stop right there. StreamYard, where are you? There you are. Okay. I guess I can, well, why won't it let me take that down? Now my chat went all weird. Which chat is it? Hey, Jess, how are you doing? Okay. Where'd that go? I don't know why it's still showing. Well, there. Thank you, Apple Dumpling. All right, let's see if we can play this one. Georgia shared your link that you shared today. Hey, wait, no, stop sharing. That's not where it's supposed to be. I know I opened that. Right there. Okay. This one of them now. All right. No banner. I really thought I started that earlier too. Well, I'm just on a roll tonight, huh? Okay. Now I got my chat back to normal too. Good. All right. Now let's see if this will work. Instead of sharing my email. There we go. Wow. Wish I would have known that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're buying airbase. Yeah. I had one. She would not stop fussing for nothing. Well, later I found out why, but she had some health issues, but so I would sleep rocking her on top of me. And if she fell asleep, I'd fall asleep, and then I'd wake up as soon as she started fussing again and start rocking. And I didn't get a lot of sleep with that one. That was a video about not being able to sleep too. I don't know that I saved that one. Guess what's taking a nap? Yes, that is so sweet. Little itty bitty babies. Just kids. They're amazing. So, y'all got anything special planned for the weekend? We're doing a meal tomorrow. Some kids are coming from out of town and they'll be spending the night. One is always sleeping. No, always. It's Friday. He's probably eating his tacos. Remember, he does tacos on Friday. True, Anthony. Chessport, good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. And Carl, I don't know where Carl is. He's probably... Oh, goodness, I didn't even think about this being Friday. But anyway. I think we're doing the dinner tomorrow. and the hunt Sunday. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that I know everybody will get along great. Daughter and I are doing all the cooking. Oh, if anybody comes backstage after this, remind me to soak the beans. Soak the beans. And I'm making a pineapple upside down cake. Do that in the morning. Doesn't take long. So what are y'all doing? Anything? Nothing? Oh, my kids. Well, they may bring random kids with them, but they're not really kids anymore. 420, I wouldn't expect anything less. Fudge. I still have fudge from Christmas in the freezer. And there's a few things I have in the freezer that, because I usually send out goodie bags, and I didn't get to do that this last Christmas. True, apple dumpling. Well, he may be in a taco coma. Oh, that sounds fun, Pat. Do any of y'all still have family reunions? We've got 2 of them coming up. One is this month. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a tradition that I hope to keep going, because you need to know your family, even distant family, especially so you don't date them. I'm joking. But it is neat to see family that you haven't seen in a long time. But we try to do it once a year. We have one family. Well, actually, there's 3. At least 3 a year. The one family from Ireland, and then the other family from Germany, and then the other family from England. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Pat. Someone here from Indiana or Kentucky. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know what you mean. Apple dumpling, you're a mess. We say Arkansas. Yeah. Lots of food, lots of laughter, lots of the kids running around playing together. Oh, well, once a year is better than nothing. Hey, Navy Vet, good to see you. We don't think you. Oh, that's good, Indy. That sounds fun. You always think about teeth. Yeah, I I have a washer set. We do washers. We don't do cornhole. Um, washers. Oh, there's even washer tournaments here that that everyone gets into. So I made sure to have a set of washers out here. I was telling the kids, I've got badminton, I've got soccer, I've got volleyball. They need to get with it this summer. Start playing in between the work. And if I get everything all set up, it's not going to be that much work, I don't think. I'm only going to start out with 6 chickens. Horseshoes, yeah. I had thought about getting horseshoes, but I'm afraid the kids would get in the way. They're a little dangerous if you're a heavy thrower. All right, Indy, what is that? Boost ball? Is that it? I love croquet. Oh, I need a croquet set. Well, okay, maybe not. We have a lot of rock. I don't know where we would do that. Wait, chickens attract rats? Pat, that didn't make sense. Do they? Does anybody know? I need to know that. Chicken eggs. Oh, well, I plan not to leave the eggs out there long enough to attract anything. I know snakes like the eggs too. Bocce. You throw a small ball out on the lawn. 2 teams trying to get their team's ball closest to it. Due to their food. Interesting. Well, we already have mice. I just bought a bunch of steel wool to plug holes. Steel wool is good around any of the plumbing piping coming up under your sinks or any any little space, just stuff it with steel wool. It keeps the snakes out too. Most everything it keeps out. Yeah. And you put your foot on the ball that you're gonna hit the ball into or something. It's been a long time since I played croquet. Well, we were supposed to have rain. It started right after they got the overhang done. It started thundering, and we're supposed to have rain tonight and tomorrow morning, and then it's going to quit. But the weird thing is, next week, it's, I just don't know about this weather. It is April. On Saturday, the high is 69. Sunday, the high is 65, low 49. Then it goes up to the 70s, but the lows are still in the 40s. It's a cool spring for us. I'll take it. Hey, Tate. Possums, yes. We have a lot of possums too. Since nobody's putting out cat food, I haven't actually seen any around here, but I know they're out there. Coons, coyotes, everything. Wait, no, wrong one. Did I see Meat Puppet? Hey, Meat Puppet. If I missed you. Multitasking. Yep, there you go. What's that about roses? Oops, push that button again. There is this little button on the side of the mouse. I'm not used to being there. And if you hit it, out. Leave it to me, right? Now, I'll see if I can go see what I saw about roses. That's what I was trying to do. Summer lilies are trying to bloom. We got roses and everything. Oh, that's beautiful. That oh, after Easter, I'm gonna go and get the plants. I need to get sets in the ground. I need to. Oh my goodness, just so much to do. I got a wheelbarrow today. I was like, I really need a wheelbarrow to move stuff around in. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Baking soda? Oh, thank you, Ann. It's a good idea. Oh gosh, when Mary, that frost. Yeah, we usually don't get down in the 40s this late in the year, but I have seen snow in April, so nothing's gonna surprise me. Yes, Ann, I know it's gotta sit. I didn't know for 3 years, but I know it's gotta sit for a while. There's a lady up the road a ways, and I think she has a cow. I know she has horses. Actually, there's 3 people I know with horses that aren't too far away. Of course, I always look for people with horses. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry you're still getting snow. I think George is too up there. He put out a video. That link that I shared, y'all check out George's channel if you want to. He does a lot of drone coverage, and man, there's snow everywhere. There's icicles. It looks like it was a waterfall, the way the icicles are coming down. It's really pretty. Oh, wow. It's pretty to look at, but I sure don't want it. I can keep the white stuff. I wonder if this hurricane season is going to be very active. That's a good idea, Eric. Yeah, George, he'll fly the drones out on that lake and along the coastline of the lake, and it's so pretty up there. I'm afraid to get a drone. These ranchers, they think it's time for skeet practice or something. They don't like drones. You hope not, about the snow in April? It's possible. Mm, it's okay. I have a lot of work to do inside too. It just, I'd rather be outside. I like outside work better than inside work. But I'm kind of, I got a lot of ideas when I was on the trip. Yes, Eric. I know. Um, they are. The sales are up here too. Yep. And they make them look so real. And they don't cost much. I think they got a CO2 chamber thing. Am I saying that right? I don't know. It's it's got something to give it a little more power than they used to have. Not like your regular old BB guns. Thank you, Tate. Yeah, Eric, I know. I get that. And that's, well, if you have a place where you can go that there's no people and just show the scenery, that's good. But yeah, I wouldn't want to use it to spy on people or what do you got over there? I think that's why people don't like them here. Is there's a lot of people way back when I was doing the census. I know it's bad, but I did it. It was good money. Um, they wouldn't even let you on their property, and you were supposed to count how many buildings were on the property. And I was like, okay, just tell my boss. No entrance. Right, Anthony? A lot of accidents happen with BB guns. One of my daughters, she got shot with by a pellet gun once, and it didn't stay in. It hit her elbow, thankfully. Still made a mark. Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark. Oh my goodness. I just thought of Tommy Boy when he's sitting there. You sure there's nothing right here? It kind of hurts. This side of my face. No, not a thing. Well, that'll work, Anne. Benjamin. Thanks, Tate. Right, Anthony? Oh, with us, it was slingshots. And those can be pretty bad. We did everything. I can remember my mother buying fireworks, and she let my little brother hold a Roman candle to shoot off. Well, it went backwards, and he has a scar on the inside of his arm from it rolling down his arm. We used to have bottle rocket fights. We were bad kids. I didn't think I was bad, but I guess so. Brothers always get you in trouble. JVX. Wasp spray. The one that sprays 20 feet. That's a good one. Also, just saying. Yes, it's amazing we survived. Everything. God. Rocky caliche roads with a mini bike. And a bull chasing me so I wasn't driving slow. I don't know how I got out of that one. Oh, let's get in. Visit with family as much as you can. We got to keep loving, and we got to keep communicating. Get them hugs. Hugs are healing. I have one friend, I don't know how to explain it, but when she hugs you, you just feel it all the way through. She has high energy, I guess, that just shares the energy. Tide Pods. What is that? Oh, that's salts. Bath salts. Oh, okay. We used to take a shortcut going to school, going through this lady's backyard, and she'd shoot at us with some kind of salt, rock salt, something. It stung a little. We still kept taking the shortcut. Surprised she didn't get a big old German Shepherd. I don't know, my chat still doesn't look right. It's like I lost half the page. Oh, didn't eat Tide Pods. Got it. No, never tried that. Well, goodness. Not going to have any visitors tonight up on piano. Do I need to play music? You know I will. Yes, Pat. Somebody put out a whole list of fruits and vegetables that you don't want to buy at the store. Right, Anthony? Oh my goodness. Up hills, down hills, flying. Understand, Ann? It's where I am. Another reason why I'm where I'm at. Yeah, I saw that too. Sick cattle in Texas. I didn't see what they were sick from, but a lot of times my phone will put up articles and then while I'm trying to read it, it'll disappear. So I need to start trying to save them before they disappear. But I think that's what happened to that one I was trying to find last night. Cheryl, I never did that. One of my classmates, I'll say he didn't make it from doing that. True, Pat. That's why we need to be homesteading, growing our own, finding people who are doing the same, especially your meat. Look for things high in protein, iron, calcium, and magnesium. Greens are good for that. Calcium and magnesium. C, zinc. Herbs. Herbs are good. Have a little bowl and grinder thing. And my son-in-law was, what's that for? And I said, grinding spices. And whatever I need to grind up. Man, I'm glad I don't see rats. I wonder if they're worse in the big city, because I remember when I lived in the city as a kid, we were at some step grandparents, and one went running across the living room floor. So it is a city, because all we have is like little field mice. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let me know, you know. I think, what is it, like mint? I think mint keeps the animals out of your garden. True 420. Too much of that. With all the technology we have, it seems that we're destroying more than we're helping. Seems to me. What do y'all think? Hey, Jerry. Good to see you. Goodness, Anne. We are destructive. Yeah, we are. Oh, there's one. We didn't see you, and I said, might be in a taco coma. Yeah, Jerry. That down there again. Just see. Yeah, I am. Definitely. Good, Pat. Thank you, Indy. You take care. Well, darn it, Watt, you didn't see the video. Yeah. I wonder if my grandkids will tell the difference in fresh eggs and store-bought. They love eggs. I hope they'll eat them. They need to start now. Because the older girls, they'd rather have store-bought than fresh. And I was, what is wrong with y'all? Oh, wow. Fly bait for coyotes. Good to know. Well, hello, Watt. Like,
Evening, everybody.
how are you doing?
Doing well. Doing well.
Good. Did you have to work today?
Yeah, it wasn't a whole day. Kind of a light day, really. I think
Oh,
that's kind of what threw my schedule off, you know.
that's
But
good.
wasn't too bad.
Yeah. We've been talking about all kinds of things. The things we did as kids, can't believe we're still here. Energies, frequencies.
Hmm.
Okay, I gotta ask, what is fly bait? I mean, I'm thinking of those glue strips that curl down.
I'm not sure.
She might tell us in a minute. Did you recover from last night?
Oh yeah. Shoot. Woke up ready to go as always.
That was fun.
Yep. Friday again. Good Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was asking everybody if they were doing anything for Easter, and some are doing some things, and asked if anyone still had family reunions.
Yeah, I'll be riding out to my mom's Sunday. We're calling for a chance of rain, but it don't look like it's gonna rain. Keeps going down and down.
Well, that's right after they got done with the overhang, it started thundering. And I was like, just in time. Um, and it sprinkled a little, but it's supposed to rain tonight and in the morning. And then next week we get cold, like 60s and 40s at night.
Hmm.
kind of weird. Oh, Jerry, that sounds fun. Hope you enjoy yourself. Hey, Sharon, good to see you.
Sharon, good evening. Hope all is well.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy any fly bait. I just see the dog over there nibbling on it.
Very dangerous.
Rain showers in Indiana. April showers bring May flowers. Is that how it goes?
Some would say that. If you have any April showers.
That's what I need to do next week too, is go video some wildflowers. We got wildflowers all over the place. The bluebonnets are up, and yeah, I need to catch all that before it goes away. The bluebonnets don't last very long. But I know I'm not going anywhere for the weekend because that's everybody will be moving around for Easter and filming the wildflowers. Yeah. The roads are going to be too busy. We have a Scanner channel, and they show any happenings, fires, accidents, stuff like that. And there was already a couple of rollovers. Arkwell, man, good to see you.
Yeah, I don't know. I might get out and about tomorrow. I gotta grab a few things, so who knows?
Well, you're tall and you're brave. So yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to get the plastic eggs. So my son-in-law is going to go and
What's
pick
that?
those up. Plastic eggs.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
To put the goodies in. And I've already been warned. There will be confetti eggs. I'm like, great.
Yeah, I went sat by the airport for a little while this afternoon and watched some of the jets start to come and go.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, last night you were asking about if there was any news on um the spaceship.
Any news? Anything happened? What are they telling us today?
Let me find it.
They finally come out and say April Fools.
Sounds like that's another one I'll talk about in a minute. So, okay, this is what a strange name, right? Artemis 2. Space crew received heart-stopping warning when rocket passed point of no return as they shot towards the moon. I'm going to the article. Happy New Year's. Says around 20 minutes after they were slung out of Earth's orbit, shooting off towards the moon with a translunar injection burn, the crew got the alarming alert.
Hmm.
And I don't know where the alert is. Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen, 50, revealed the tense moment in the crew's first live interview from space. He said, "We did get a warning message for cabin leak suspected. This grabs your attention because you might go, or you go right from doing this burn and you're heading to the moon to thinking, are we going to have to cancel this burn, start getting into our spacesuits and figuring out how to get home in a day or less. Cabin leaks can be deadly. They could lead to the structure of the spacecraft being compromised, risking exposing the crew to space's powerful vacuum."
Hmm.
Houston, help us out. Houston, we have a problem. They
They're
confirmed
still up there, or they done made it back?
it says they confirmed they were seeing good cabin pressure, and so were we on board. We did the burn, and now we're heading to the moon and feeling good. I don't know. What do y'all think? What a crock-a-doo-doo. Excuse me. Let's see. We have been to the moon before. It's been a long time since we've been back. And I gotta tell you, there is nothing normal about this. Sending 4 humans 250,000 miles away is a Herculean effort, and we are now just realizing the gravity of that. Wish I could share the pictures. The pictures are Earth as a globe. Oh no, and the toilet malfunctioned. Imagine that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Forcing the quartet to hold their bladders for 6 hours. And the only woman fixed it. Okay. That was a good one. The next one. So, um, tell me what you think about this one. Let me get to it. Who did this? The Independent is the one that put this out. Good luck, JD. Hours after firing Bondi, Trump just saddled Vance with czar title that doomed his predecessor. But I want to see what that means because I think it means something, but I could be wrong. um, Hours after firing Pam Bondi as Attorney General, and with reports that more cabinet members could be on the chopping block, President Donald Trump has saddled his vice president with a title that became an albatross around the neck of his predecessor, Kamala Harris, for most of her time in office. Trump took to social media on Friday to reiterate his desire to have Vice President J.D. Vance lead a nakedly political effort to harass state and local governments in places that did not vote for them in 2024 election under the premise of cracking down on federal benefits fraud. In a bizarrely worded post to Truth Social, Trump wrote that Vance was now in charge of fraud in the United States as he announced the Veep's new role, calling the problem massive and pervasive. The job he will be doing in conjunction with many great people within the Trump administration will be a major factor in how great the future of our country will be. So he's the border czar? Is that?
I have no idea. I have no idea what their titles are this week.
Vance's focus will be everywhere, all in capital letters, but stressed that the administration's efforts would be targeted primarily in those blue states where crooked Democrat politicians, like those in California, Illinois, Minnesota, Somalia beware, Maine, New York, and many others, have had a free-for-all in the unprecedented theft of taxpayer money. I guess he's to call out fraud from the states. President also claimed without offering evidence that the supposed amount of federal funds lost to fraud is so large that if Vance's efforts are successful, they would literally allow the U.S. to balance its budget. And said law enforcement agencies had already started raids in Los Angeles, the largest city in the largest state led by a Democratic governor and potential 2028 presidential candidate. Anti-Fraud Task Force. That's what they call it. Interesting. I just saw for 2027 budget, Trump wants, I know I'm going to get it wrong, but I keep thinking it's $3 trillion Lady Smith, good to see you. In the budget for the military, and that's why he's talking about cutting the Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. You know, those things that all the elderly kind of need. I don't know. That's the video I shared earlier. I put the link in chat talking about that. George posted it earlier. I'll put that in there again. Don't play. Don't play. Thank you. Here we go. Solar flare. Yeah. I haven't seen anything about solar flares. Okay, Moonchild. Yes, that is a good thing. I wanna highlight that. Just so I have it. Yeah. So how come we can't see solar flares? What's the...
What's that?
How come we can't see solar flares? Well, I guess we're not looking at the sun. Can't do that.
Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea.
True.
I mean, if they're happening, I'm sure there's a way to see it. You just have to have the right tools or the right stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, someone out there's probably got the... Okay, I'm trying not to hit the button. Moving the mouse. Just to move it. So I don't hit it again. A while ago, I hit the button and I disappeared.
Mm.
I was like, okay, I'm back at the beginning of StreamYard. Had to enter the studio and do it all over again. Thank goodness chat was still there. It was still going. Well, she just knows everything. Huh? I've seen where some channels are just about the solar flares. Excuse me. Yeah, Cheryl, like 10. Well, did you notice the difference? I mean, if it's not affecting us, it's not something I look into, but does it affect us? It happens all the time. So I don't know. Maybe that's something to look at. First, it's probably not going to tell me. Oh, it even says humans affect humans. Generally, no. The atmosphere and magnetic field protect us. Primary risks are technological, disrupting satellites, GPS, and power grids. Interesting. So it's kind of like what was it they were saying last night? Electromagnetic something. Hey, Count Trumpula. Good. Tell us your nerdy theory. Hey, Garrett. Good to see you. Uh-oh. Lady Longhorns might be getting beat. Solar flares send upgrades to people. What are we upgrading to? You feel upgraded what?
Always upgraded, uplifted, all the ups.
I'm going to put these up here. Oh, here comes Count, the nerd. It boils down to dipolar excursion via galactic magnetic shift. Right back. All the upwards. Upgrades are like knowledge and affects your body and uplifting too.
But
you,
I mean, I think it definitely could have those effects, you know. But you have to be willing to accept it, you know. Certain things, it's like anything could be presented to someone, but you know, if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't.
that's true.
It's like having a talent and not using it. You can know about it and know it's inside you, but if you never use it, is it really there? You know, I think one of the biggest
True.
um, geological or solar flare events, whatever the scientific term is for that type of stuff. I think the biggest one they say in recorded history was in the late 1800s, mid to late 1800s, maybe late 1850s, and it was called the Carrington effect or Carrington or Carrington effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it was allegedly it was a massive solar flare or event. I mean, and it was seen. There was reports globally. There was northern lights reported all the way down to the equator in the Caribbean. There was massive. What do you call it? Telegraph, like you know the telegraphing and telephone communications during that time. Now, a lot of them was affected from it. Fires broke out. Allegedly, the electricity traveled through the wires, and it caused several places in and around New York City to catch fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, allegedly it was. I forget all the facts on it, but I think it was the Carrington effect or something like that. Yeah, I could imagine if something had like that happened now. Um, you know, because I mean they had certain telephones, certain telegraphs. You know, I guess basic and as primitive as you can get. I guess if history is what they tell us. So I could only imagine if all that happened with that little bit of technology versus now with this electronic smog that just surrounds us constantly. You know,
Yep.
there's places to get less of it, but I mean it's pretty much in all the nooks and crannies. But I could just imagine what would happen now with all the devices and stuff we have.
Yeah, and it's saying um, auroras
Yeah,
were visible on that one.
you had yeah auroras and northern lights visible all the way down to parts in the equator. You know, there was reports in different places of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
the Carrington event. Yep, that's it.
and but we've been able to see the auroras lately.
Yeah, the last I don't know. I got my own certain theories on certain things because you know if certain things start happening around a certain time and it's like a certain pattern, I don't really think it could be like coincidence. You know, either it was meant to happen or it was made to happen. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But yeah, the last couple years, the northern lights have been visible here where I'm at on Georgia, central, central Savannah. You know, and I mean it's not, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
uncommon, but it's not a real common thing. You know, contingencies for such an event. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there's definitely a contingency plan for something like that, no doubt. Um, however it would play out or whatever it may be, there's definitely a plan for that. Government wise, you know, political wise, there's definitely a plan for it.
Yeah.
The red aurora is the dead giveaway.
Less is more. Hmm. Interesting.
Oh yeah. And I don't know if there's any like, I don't know, any algorithm or the way to test. The people that study that type of stuff, they look for patterns or algorithms or things that happen during certain times or what may trigger it or
Yeah.
something that would give them some clue to maybe predict it before it happened, Uh, just like analytics, sports analytics or any type of analytics, you try to figure it out based off of previous happenings or whatever, previous data. I mean, they do it with I don't know, geological, with earthquakes and stuff like that. They try to find patterns or look for things or see when it may happen.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think any of that's even 100%, because it's just guesstimating. It's hard
Right.
to get an accurate count when we can only see it X amount of times over thousands of years. It's hard to get a true vision, a true, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like knowing somebody for 3 minutes versus 30 years. You can get a lot better reading off the 30 years versus the 3 minutes.
Hey, John Denning.
Shoot.
See, that's what I was going to say. So I've seen a chart, and it seemed like earthquakes had something to do with it. And then John comes in with this link.
The Christchurch earthquake.
Yeah.
It seems like I heard something about that yet. 2011. I think there was a couple that year. Situations like different earthquakes. Now I don't know if you mean like earthquakes causing it, like the earthquakes would cause something to do with the sun, or or the sun would be causing earthquakes.
The solar flares.
Yeah.
It causes a shift for some reason. And
Oh, no doubt. There's definitely energy, massive energy.
yeah.
I don't know how much energy, how much they say how much energy is contained in the sun, but yeah. Um, I don't. I mean, I haven't studied the science and stuff, but I could definitely see it.
Yeah.
There's some uh, lightweight papers or something sitting on a desk. I don't have to physically come through and touch them to knock them off. I can come through with a good swipe, and the wind from it, would affect it some ways. It might shake a little bit or move around. It might not come off the desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't always have to have physical contact. Just that force, that energy coming off.
And I agree with that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Are you going to be okay if I'd be excused for a second? She wants outside.
probably not, but I'll deal with it. It's life.
I trust you.
It's the hand I was dealt.
Thank you.
They didn't know I brought my own aces, though. Good evening, everybody. I hope all is well. I hope everybody had a good Friday, regardless of your belief, walk, religion, or what it may be, you know. Hopefully you made it a good Friday, regardless. I don't know. Kind of nervous. I don't usually do these type of things, you know. Man, she put me on the spot. Water above and below. As above, so below. As within, so without. You know, it's all around us. It's within us. Everything. Mm, it's interesting. GG, good evening. Happy Easter weekend. Happy Good Friday. It was a good Friday. Beautiful weather. I think we got up to 86 here today. Sunny. Pretty light day. Uh, just kind of getting here, so I don't really know what's been kind of talked about or what's on the agenda, what's on your mind, what's going on. Got to 70 degrees in Ontario. Mm, shoot yeah. Shoot, I think we're still currently in the 70s here. 70 something. Think we're supposed to get down to the upper 60s tonight, so it's not too bad. Oh, that's funny. True story. True story. 44. Man, it's too cool right now. Shoot, we won't see a 44 here. Shoot, if you want to see 44 here, you better, I don't know. Maybe get you a cup of ice. Wow. 0, 3 degrees Celsius, 16. Mm, that's too much. That's too much. We're already in April. That's too much. James Richardson. Evening, sir. Says I'm at 71 right now. Guess that's about right. Mm-mm-mm. Who knows the days of darkness? Been hoping to see another one. I ain't been so lucky yet. I ain't saying there hadn't been one around me. Shoot, I might have had 3 drop behind me. Who knows what's going on back there? But what I can see, it looks all clear. Could be a possible few UFOs up there. I'm not sure what that is. I think it was an alien. It looked like they just did a U-turn and went back. Phew, 5 feet of snow. I don't appreciate that. Man. Hmm. Yeah, if you was under 5 foot, you'd just be out of luck. You'd have to wait for a taller person to dig you a little trench till you could start getting out, you know? Dang.
Y'all are into aliens now. Sorry that it took so long. Thank you.
It's getting closer. It's definitely getting closer.
You said it's 71 there right now.
I think so. Yeah, we're still in the 70s.
Same here.
Let me see.
Do you have a cold front coming? Just wondering if you're going to have the same. Gigi, good to see you. See, you mention aliens and poop, there's Gigi.
That's how it happens. Oh, man, like Sherman through Georgia. Shoot, that dirty dog. Bondi's replacement.
No way, Mary. Okay, wait. So who's Bondi's replacement? Because it sounded to me like it was JD. But
Thought it was the CEO of Motel 6.
that's
No.
I can't see him being an attorney general. No,
But,
he's the border czar. Blanche.
so who's the new person?
I think it's what Lady
Blanche.
Smith said. Yes.
Blanche. I wonder if that's the first name or the last name. I don't know. You probably will. It's like an old school first name, you know, if somebody had that as their first name, Blanche.
It used to be a thing, yeah.
Yeah. Like certain names, certain names you don't, hear as much or not as common, I guess. Hmm. But yeah, they just, in that type of capacity, it's not like they're just letting somebody go and putting an advertisement and say, hey, anybody looking for a job, they have stuff like that in place, people, the next person up, whoever it may be. this type of that stuff like that. It takes some time in the background to unfold and everything.
Yeah, Todd Blanche.
Todd Blanche, okay. Oh, TB. TB's in the house. Man, I don't even know who he is. Got to be somebody.
True, John. And I understand he fired Bondi.
Got to have the scapegoat. You know what I mean? Just gotta.
Mhm. Well, like I heard somebody say, no matter what, names need to be released and charges filed to give the survivors justice. We need to be harder on the criminals, especially with children, I think. I mean, I know it's not ever going to completely stop it, but at least it would show some accountability for wrongdoings.
Yeah.
And maybe some justice to the ones that were harmed. And I know everybody's sick of hearing about the Epstein files, but it's a big thing. He even ran saying that they would be released. So I feel like he needs to meet that promise.
Yeah. However much is, I'm not even sure what all or however much has been released or what hasn't been released. I know I'm not even sure. You know, who knows what the total of this stuff is. I know they
Yeah,
was talking about like millions and millions, I guess, pages, just tons of information, I guess.
yeah. And I think it was about a month ago, the state of New Mexico just started um, investigating the ranch. The first time they did it, right after all the Epstein stuff, the FBI went in and shut them down, wouldn't allow them to do it. But nobody else investigated it. So now the state's like, we're investigating it because they know for sure that 2 young girls are buried there.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. What could they be investigating now? Because I
They're
don't know.
looking for more victims or evidence. Um,
I wonder who's I wonder who's over the property or when all this is supposed to happen.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about it. I just heard whenever they started. What is Count saying there? I believe that. But maybe that needs to happen, Count. I mean, they already investigated it. Anne, is that what you're saying? "1979. When everything the American people believe is a lie, you will know we have won." Henry Kissinger. He's one to talk. Pectin Farm in Canada. Oh my goodness. And that's what I think it is. I think that's why they won't put it out, because it'd be a global takedown. If there's so many involved. Yep. Has anyone here watched Love Story? A series about JFK Jr. and Caroline. Last episode show a pilot. Apparently the real JFK Jr. I saw you showed that clip of that video on Indies, Gigi. You need the link for Gigi. $4.20. Are you wanting Gigi's channel link or another link? Please clarify. No. Okay. Link to JFK Jr. Oh, okay. Gigi, can you share that, please? Yeah. It's okay, Garrett. We always stand back up. It won't paste. Wonder why not. Guess you could email it to me. and I could try and put it in if you want to. What counts on it? I like that. So, do y'all think there'll be another election for president? Just curious what y'all think. Mary said nope. Yes, and lead is a good. Is lead a metal? Is it called a conduit when it blocks stuff? I love 7-Up. They have to keep the fake world going. For how long, though, John? I mean, I know a lot of people are ready to do something to change things. Okay, so what do y'all think is really under the ballroom? I'm still sticking with the motherboard, the huge data center for all the other data centers to connect to. That's my opinion. I could be wrong too. Kinda, John. The, so with the two girls, I didn't get into that real heavy, like there's a Santa Claus. Um, it was more believing that the real reason for Christmas, that I don't know. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. Spirit, yes. And I think that's why at Christmas time everybody feels so loving, more more than usual. You know, you kind of notice it. Everybody's cheerful and Merry Christmas. I mean, it's like saying, um, I don't know, something good, something uplifting. Yes, and I just think we all have different ideas of what that is, the reset. Some believe it's a spiritual reset, some believe it's a political reset. I don't think it's bad. I think it's needed. Something's got to change. We're all being fooled in every way. Who's the biggest deceiver? So is it just evil running rampant? A mindset adjustment? That could be. We all start thinking like what life?
No, you don't want to do that. It's not for the weak at heart, especially if we get seasick. Man,
I agree, Mary. Yes, Sam. I agree with that too. But I think that as a whole, humanity has to figure out some way to come together. I think that's our test from God. But we just can't seem to get it down. True count. Hmm. Yes, they do, Cheryl. And I see it working, sadly. And good one, John. And I'm not real sure about that. I eat beef. I have to eat beef. So I don't know. I guess if y'all start hearing me screaming like a banshee, then you'll know.
Prophecy has been fulfilled.
I've already done that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but yeah, I mean, yeah, the food as we know it, I mean, it's all been altered and modified, you know.
Yes.
Um, you know, I think it just all depends, you know. But I think we definitely, as a society, if nothing else, I mean, just the amount of waste we have in food, you know, I think it's like it might have been at like 50%, you know, 50% of everything goes to waste. That is just that's too much.
Mm-hmm. It. We are very wasteful, and I don't know about that. Um, and like Virginia was talking about last night, that the things we were told make it like a evolution happening. So, but even if you go way later than that, the Native Americans, the buffalo were their main food, and they used every bit of it, the fat there for everything. So I am really not sure that we were meant to eat out of trees. Or did Eve take care of that? That maybe we're not supposed to eat out of trees. I don't know.
Yeah, like the link just posted why fruits have lost their vitamins. You know, a lot of the stuff we get even now, we think it's good to a certain degree, but man, it's just been stripped and depleted of, you know,
Yes,
the whole reason for eating it.
genetically modified.
I mean, when you got apples that taste like nothing and they have no nutritional value, and you got the fake meats and stuff, you know, you just kind of got to weave through the real and the BS or whatever, you know. There's a lot of BS out there, a lot of filler.
Yeah.
Try to find a balance, you know. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Um, I eat a lot of nuts, stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I eat greens, fresh greens. I mean, I do eat meat, you know. It's not like I'm having three double cheeseburgers every night, you know, but I do everything in moderation. I like snacking stuff during the day while I'm working, you know. I'll snack on fruits, nuts, all type of stuff, you know, throughout the day to keep me going. Uh,
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Well,
may be in a full rhythm, you can't really stop to really take a lunch. You kind of there's not really a stopping point on some projects, especially like on a service change or something. You got to get
Right.
it done pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I don't eat greens
Hey.
or nuts
Mm.
or fruit.
Oh,
I did get some oranges,
there you go. You're
but
on the up and up.
my main food is beef.
That makes sense. That's why the walnut looks like a brain. It's brain food.
I agree with you, Count. Yeah, I've been wanting to get some spinach, but I need to grow it, not buy it.
Do you like to eat spinach or no?
I like spinach, yes.
Okay.
And so, because of being allergic to so many foods, that's one of the main reasons I had to turn to beef and solely beef. And then I hear about carnivore diet, and it's like, well, I don't think of it as a diet, but in watching all the videos of the benefits of it, and even the doctors that my son sees, and he had kidney cancer. If he goes to the emergency room and his blood pressure's up a little, which most people's are in an emergency room, um, those doctors in there are telling him you need to eat more greens, um, nuts. And he was talking to me yesterday, and he said he asked them, "Do you live on greens and nuts?" And they're like, "Well, no." But then he goes to his specialist, and he's got a cardiologist and a gastro.
Gastroenterologist.
Yes. And they both tell him the same thing about beef, that beef is the um is the way to go. The gastro doctor actually said if you're going in for any kind of um, scopes testing, they would prefer that you do not eat greens, especially iceberg, because they have to dig it out. Our bodies don't digest it as well as it does with beef. Yeah, Mary, that's what they say, but I don't know. So who do you believe? it's it's like all I know is that eating beef every 2 hours when I had no muscle, couldn't walk, couldn't do anything, that's what got me through. And it was steak, not just hamburger meat. I don't know what the difference is in hamburger meat, if it's, I don't know. But, right? We've already got the poisons in us. One of the things that I saw today too was saying how the frequencies actually eliminate parasites from your body and all the harmful things, and the frequencies also make your organs and everything start working like they're supposed to. It was pretty interesting. Twitching. Well, and that's why I go to the processing plant to get my meat, because I know the ranchers that are raising the beef, and I know that they are not given any of the shots or grains, any of that. Grass fed, they make sure that they're pure and they butcher them right there. And so I'm getting it fresh off the cow that's been taken care of in a good way. Colloidal silver. Yeah. Buy locally, definitely. Yeah, I just found some people today that are growing apple trees. So I'm going to try and connect with them. Um, it's interesting to see so many people growing their own foods now. You don't realize it because we don't see everybody and their properties, but just little things that they say on Facebook, you know. I hope nothing's eating my brain. What's left of it. Yeah, and oh, we've got some places like that too. Yeah, I saw that, Mary. I think they were store-bought. Good night, Jerry. I think if my dog won't eat it, I'm definitely not going to eat it. Yeah, I like black licorice too. I'm gonna, you know what? I think I think I pulled it up. The black bean thing. Nope. Yep, there it is. I'm going to drop this link for y'all. I am going to try this because of all the benefits. I've shared it on Facebook, but I don't have all of y'all on my Facebook. Hey, Zed. How are you doing? Y'all give it a listen if you get a chance, because it's pretty amazing if this is what it does. Yeah, I've never eaten a sheep either. You eat sheep? I guess it'd be lamb. The lamb would be the baby, and I don't know about that.
I give it a shot. I give it a shot.
Really?
I had to, yeah.
Yeah. Cool, Mary. It's yeah. I just got my black beans today to make up the solution. I bet it has, Zed.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I've had goat's milk. 2 of my kids were allergic to milk, and I had to find some people with goats. It's Mount Shasta in California. Oh. Hmm. On a backhoe. So did you get a job running a backhoe? Don't know. Squatch. You hear my dog eating. Awesome, Zed. See, sometimes you just have to rest, see what happens. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and close this one down. I think we covered everything. There you go, camper. I'll put the link if anyone wants to come backstage and visit. Count Trumpula. I think you'd be an interesting person to talk to if you ever get brave enough. I don't know. I'll be going live any this weekend with the kids all here, but hopefully Watt will pop up one night and we can all visit. Yes, y'all have a happy Easter. Remember why and just if you can be with family, do so. If you can find some peace, please do so. I think we're going to be okay. Stage fright. God bless y'all. Have a good night. See you around.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Watt.
Always.